Hey everyone, it's Gamer Chat. I'm Tim.
I'm
Sarah.
Josh. Fuck.
You guys messed it up this time, not me.
Anyway,
Success.
welcome back to another episode.
Huzzah. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about gamer girls and how they feel, well, how they are represented,
How they
treated
feel.
in
How gamer girls feel. Yeah.
how gamer girls
That's what we're
feel
talking
in the
about.
gaming
How
community.
gamer girls feel.
Okay.
We're
And
talking about how
today
gamer
we are
girls feel in
joined
the
by
community.
Jade, who is a gamer girl.
So, quick question. Clear this up. Is it Sarah or Jade on podcast? Just so we know.
Jade.
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 It is.
Yes.
Got it. Now we know. Now we don't have to say 3 different names before we're like.
I have only two names.
What was
One of them is
what was
real.
the third?
Right,
What?
bitch.
That word.
What's the third?
Bitch. Yeah.
Bitch.
That's everyone's third name, okay?
No, you're
Come here, bitch.
I'm not gonna say.
Exactly.
Okay.
18 people look.
I'm not gonna say that C word again. I'm not gonna do that on the podcast. Bitch is fine, but that other one, no. We're gonna keep that one off.
Someone said, Sarah just say, hey, bitch. 18 people look.
Alright. Okay, so to start us off, so Jade, let's just start off with the biggest question. As a gamer girl, do you feel
Do you masturbate while playing games?
Jesus fucking Christ, Josh, no!
Do you use the controller's
Slaps.
vibrations to give pleasure?
Oh my, stop! Stop! No!
That's on everyone's mind, alright? Don't look at me. That's the community.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, obviously everyone has that thought, but have some respect in class.
Hey, whoa. Some people
Hey,
may
that's
do
classy.
that.
That's classy as
Some,
fuck.
people,
Oh,
some
hey.
people may actually be doing that right now.
Who
you never
knows?
know.
And respect to
People
them.
get lonely.
Respect to
Yeah,
them.
I'm
People
just
get lonely
curious
during
at the
quarantine.
percentage. I just want to know the percentage of people that do that, you know?
I don't know. Look it up
Do you
online.
do that?
Google
Do you do
makes
that,
up some
Josh?
pretty cool numbers.
Do
Are
I
you
do that?
asking for? Are you
Do-
asking
Are
for
you asking if I do that?
validation?
I don't
That's
have a controller.
Yeah.
I'm a PC player.
PC Master Race, bitch.
Yeah, they said it's a master race. Unlike your
Fuck off.
plebeian
Anyway,
PlayStation.
as I was, wow. Okay, let's not get heated
Stop
right now.
playing on the Xbox.
We're all playing on very different consoles.
As I was asking, Jade,
Yes.
do you feel that as a gamer girl, there is a lot of inequality?
Unequality?
Unequality.
Fuck off. Do you feel there's a lot of discrimination in the gaming community towards gamer girls?
I wouldn't really say discrimination. I would say there is a lot of targeting. Not really with discrimination. Oh, it's a girl, I don't want to play with her. More like targeting, such as when people hear that there's a gamer girl in the chat, they get immediately oh, how you doing? They try to hit on the girls a lot. That's But it's other than-
if you're currently masturbating with your controller.
no,
Josh,
Josh.
I
nobody-
swear to
no one
God,
has
I'm about to
asked
fucking
that.
punch you.
No
I'm
one
gonna
has
fucking
asked
punch
that.
you.
That's question cleared up. There you go. That's the answer to that one.
Fuck off. Shut the fuck up. Stop. We're done with that. We're done with that.
Alright, I'm done. Go on.
Are you?
Go on, Jake.
But I mean, there's also, as you know, how people are. As much as there is discrimination, there's going to be actual likeness to respect in an aspect form. For girls who are playing games. There's a lot of girls out there who don't play it because maybe they don't understand the games, or they don't understand how to play them control wise. But I myself have had a few incidences where I've jumped on and I've gotten both responses from, "Are you a gamer girl?" to, "Oh, it's a gamer girl. Oh my god, I love you." To those types of responses. And then I've also heard "Hey, respect. You're actually really good at the game." A lot of girls either do it for attention or they actually are pretty good at the game. So I've heard a few responses differently. It all depends on what kind of chat room I join into.
Okay. That's actually pretty good to know that there are some people who give out respect. Oh, you're a gamer girl? That's awesome. What kind who just
what kind of
who
gamer
aren't,
girl
like,
are you? Are you a good one or a fucking
not
attention
not
whore?
like that, but more like who don't give a shit. It's like, oh, you're a girl who plays games, awesome. Like, what's your favorite game to play? Maybe we could play sometime. Like, people who
Right.
aren't fucking
And it's
creepy
actually
about it.
and it's actually really cool because actually recently, I actually made friends with a guy named Ricardo,
Oh
and
my
him and I
God.
actually met. Me and him actually met
No,
on
no,
a
no.
game.
There's the name Ricardo. I'm not a fan of
Oh,
it.
oh, yeah,
Uh,
no, him and I actually met on a game. We actually met through a friend. I believe on Human Fall Flat. We met and we became like super like close friends, and now we're friends on Xbox, we're friends on Facebook. We talk back and forth, like, hey, are you jumping online? We're playing GTA, what are we doing? And it's pretty fun actually to play with him because like him and I joke a lot, we laugh, make like really funny jokes. So I'm actually pretty proud that I met a cool friend like that who's like okay with playing with a girl all the time.
yeah, it's just that like you have to find that person. Obviously, you have to weed out the toxic people.
Creeps.
Yeah, the creeps.
Yeah.
So you have to like just
No.
kind of stick to it if you're really like adamant about playing games. You just have to stick with it. There's kind of really no way around those toxic
Yeah,
people. You can't just avoid them completely. They're gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, you just deal with them kinda. You either like sit there and play and just do what you love, or just deal with it.
That's why people, like females in general, don't go on like voice at all. They don't use their microphones. They most likely have them, but they don't use them because of that discrimination or that fear of discrimination.
Yeah. When I jump on, I'm a big chatter, so I do enjoy hopping, jumping into game chat and joining parties when people invite me. I'm a big, because I spend a lot of money on my microphone. I'm not gonna like let it sit there and not get used. But no, I'm pretty big on joining into the game chats. And I know like I've had a few incidences where people have either like thought I was a little kid
Yeah, that happens.
or
Really?
little. Yeah,
That totally
I
happens.
actually that is actually the first response I've ever gotten. Like the most is when I jump into gamer chat, people think I'm a squeaker. And I'm like, no, I'm a girl. And they're like, well, you're probably like 17. I'm like, no, 23. But thank you for the youth. But
Thank you for the
uh
yeah. One of my
But
friends,
I actually have
she had that problem the other day. She was in a game. We were playing. I can't remember what game, but she was talking, and someone was like, "Oh my god, it's a fucking 2-year-old." And I was like, "Whoa, what is that? Why is that everyone's first response though? Like, why does everyone think that they're just young?"
I think it's because of the high pitched or like just the pitch in general. I do know, speaking of pitches, when I first started playing games, I wasn't allowed to play the games that my brothers play, like Call of Duty and all that. Mostly because of it was because my mom feared that it was like too violent for me because I was the young one in the family.
Yeah.
And as you know, I played on my brother's Xbox, therefore my brother's accounts. And it resulted in having to, of course, deepen my voice for reasons because the games was like, oh, there's a guy playing, so I had to talk like a guy. So I deepened my voice on purpose to kind of play with people. So I'm not proud of that. Because then when I would actually jump back on, I would get friends and I would jump back on the same game and I would forget to deepen my voice like a guy. And they were like, whoa, who let the little brother play? And I was just like, oh, no, I fucked up.
Yeah. With being young and playing games, obviously, I'm pretty sure most of us started when we were pretty fucking young.
Yeah.
All of us were squeakers when we started. Maybe not all of us started with multiplayer games or whatever, but I started off with multiplayer games on my Xbox, and that was Modern Warfare 2, I think, back when I was like 9. And I made a couple friends on there who are still currently my friends. We've been friends for 10 years now, 11 years. I was a fucking annoying ass squeaker, and they will tell you that I was probably one of the most annoying people on the planet. But I made them laugh occasionally and whatnot, and I wasn't good by any means. I wasn't a good player, but they enjoyed the time with me, and we were still friends to this day. So like being a squeaker, like even like
Yeah,
way
you
back
never
when,
really
like
know.
you don't know who's gonna stick, like, and you just gotta
Yeah,
keep
you
on
never.
trying.
It can be squeakers, and they could be like really cool people. It's just like just because they're young, doesn't mean that they're like raging and squeaking into the microphone. Like
Yeah,
they're just young. They just want to play games, you know.
yeah, I wasn't like
Yeah.
that. So, Tim, do you have any squeaker stories, or did you just play single player mostly?
I mostly played single player. I didn't start playing multiplayer until I was like in middle school. I was
Oh,
playing.
so you weren't even
I
really a
played
squeaker
Halo.
by then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I started
To
off
This is
with
middle
number
school.
two as a
to all the
squeaker.
Halo 3 players who are still friends right now,
You gonna talk?
dude. Halo 3, man. That I had a lot of great friends on that game.
Wait, did you hear
And
what
it
he said at
sucks
all,
because
Jade, or was that just silent for you?
What?
Was Tim just speaking like before his current statement, but like just after the Halo 3 thing? Did you
He
hear
went
that?
really silent. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you went really silent.
oh shit, for real, my bad.
Yeah.
No, I was saying
Great
like to
bar.
all the people who played Halo 3 and you're still talking to your fire team, your squad, the people who you made friends with from Halo 3, you guys are dope.
Oh, did you guys? I don't know if you guys saw this. But on Valorant, the new first-person shooter game by Riot, there was like a I don't know, a couple people who were chatting in like the all chat, and they actually found out that they were each other's Halo 2 friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That
That's
would
pretty
be
and it was
awesome.
it was like a 20-year span or something like that where they didn't talk,
Oh
and
wow.
then
dude,
they
that's
reconnected after that. It was really cool.
That's really coincidental. That's actually a really cool story because like
that's
to think
awesome.
to think that people, they're so, you know, all these people, all these friends of who lose connection or lose communication through the years, and then like years later, uncoincidentally, they join the same game, and they're like, yeah, they're talking about like how they started playing, the games when they started playing, and then they find out that they played the same game like 20 years ago. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, and
That
it's like
is
I would
amazing.
start
those
crying.
kind of friendships or whatever. Like people don't understand like how deep those friendships go. Like I still have people like I remember off the top of my head that I used to play with back when I first started, who have not talked to like in 7 years. Like those friendships like go deep. Like I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, those are some of the best. But I as we were talking, I thought of my. So Jade, as a gamer girl, how do you feel? How do you feel like how's the representation of gamer girls when people think of that, like towards the gaming community, like because there's a lot of
Um,
gamer girls who just who dress very like sexual or very erotic to and they while they play their games and stuff, and then there's other girls who just normal. So how do you feel is the representation of gamer girls?
I feel like there's a big mix. I can't really speak a lot for girls because I know like some girls don't mean to be all sexual when they play games. It's just, maybe their personality or maybe they're just really confident with who they are as a person. But I do know that there are girls who purposely do that just to get attention. But then there's also, the other faded area where the people are actually like playing, they're like they really want to play games, like maybe they had a stressful day at work or something. Uh, I feel like the representation for it is a bit of mixed. Whether guys see us as like sexual, trying to be sexual, or just who are actually willing to play. But I guess they won't ever really find that out fully until they actually give us a chance. Like, they actually give us oh, hey, do you actually know how to play the game? Um, But I would say there's a lot of misconception. And I know a few girlfriends who play video games, and they've gotten, sometimes they act sexy, and other than like me, I prefer to play games because I find it stress relieving, really fun.
Right. And yeah, games are pretty fun and relaxing.
Depending on the game.
Yeah, depending on the game.
I feel like
Funny
almost
thing.
all games are stress relaxing or stress free.
Dark Souls.
Not Cluster Truck.
I fucking love Dark Souls. That's
Okay.
what I play
Yeah, okay,
to
no,
get
yeah.
stress free.
No, you don't. You play it and then
Yes,
you
I
die
do.
and you're like, fuck! God damn it! maybe screaming is the stress reliever in that, you know? Maybe it's a screaming.
I mean, yeah, I'm relieved of my old stress, and then a new stress is brought in. So it's
I
like
forgot about.
I'm relieved of the old stress.
I had a hernia 3 seconds ago,
day.
so I forgot everything.
It's like, oh, forgot about my shitty day at work. Now I'm just super pissed because this fucking demon won't die.
Yeah.
Like, but no, like, you know, I just really like Dark Souls.
I have a lot of patience. There's a few games that really do test my patience. Like right now, while this podcast is going, I'm actually playing Cluster Truck on Xbox. Really.
When you first said you were playing Cluster Truck, I literally thought you said Clusterfuck. I was like, what kind of game is that?
It's the best
no,
game.
It was Cluster Truck. Is pissing me
It's a
off.
very intimate, personal game that you don't need a question about.
Fucking hentai tentacles coming out of every corner. Okay. Senpai doesn't love you, so you gotta kill people for him to notice you.
No, there is.
Yandere
It's called. Yeah.
Yandere, yeah.
I looked that up. That game is like straight up. That's like a what the fuck type game, you know?
I played it before.
What? I have played it. If you honest question, this is for the gamer guys at the chat.
Yeah.
Honest question, Yandere Simulator. Would you or would you not, if somebody was killing all possible types of girlfriends that you could have around you just to be with you, to keep you in her basement, and to probably do a lot of nasty things to you, would you date her?
I'd shoot myself. Nope.
To go through all that trouble to kill all potential girlfriends for you to be the lab. She takes the term only girl in the world to fucking extreme.
I would fucking murder her before I end up with her.
Oh my god.
I don't know. What is she gonna do to me?
That level.
Is she gonna keep you in her basement?
It depends. What are the things she's gonna do to me in the basement? You know, that's kind of the whole question here.
Keep you tied up, probably never feed you until you kiss her, like as a reward. Like that she's psycho, absolutely psycho. That's what a yandere is.
She keeps in a... Yeah, hell no. I'm fucking ending her.
I'm for it.
It's either she dies or I die.
I'm for it.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
I'm for it.
It'll be a new experience in life, you know?
Yeah, because being locked up in a basement with like no choice, no chance of happiness sounds like an amazing deal.
I don't know about you, but sex sounds pretty happy to me. Just saying, you know? Who knows? Maybe I wasn't like all that popular in school, and maybe like that would be a good change of pace. Have someone care about me, you know?
Yeah, because hey, I'm gonna exterminate the entire female population, save for me, because I love you.
What if I didn't like them? Maybe she's doing me a favor.
Bro, she probably is taking your family into account. She's probably killing your mom, your grandma.
Yeah, your sisters.
Yeah. All right.
He's uncomfortably silent.
I'm for it, you know.
You're a sick fuck, Josh.
He's uncomfortably silent.
All right, so I got a question.
Like I have a limit.
I got a question for you, Jade. All right. So, what do you think about girls who don't play games? What do you think their views are on girls who play games? Not like the stereotypical gamer girl, but like just regular people who just play games.
It really honestly all depends on the person. Like I said, it really honestly like all depends on the girls. Like if a girl thinks like maybe, because you know there's girls out there who think maybe like gaming isn't for girls because it's not girly girl enough. Like, because you know, there's girls out there who are like who look down on other girls because they're like, ew, you play games, like you act like a boy. Like it makes them automatically see them as a guy, and that's not like a big turn off for the girly girls. But for the girls who don't play games, for the versus the girls who do, I have a lot of girl friends who don't play games, who haven't touched a controller in their life, because not because they don't like it, but because it's too hard, complex for them to like have to remember all the buttons, where all the buttons are. Because when you first start playing games, like when you like first touch a controller, you need to learn where all the buttons are, and then like as soon as you get that knocked down, you jump into a game. You're like, okay, I know where all the X and the Y's and the A's are, and then it starts teaching you like which button does what, and then you can do combos, and then you can combine things, and then you have to move in a certain way. It's a lot to process. It is honestly a lot to process. And
not to mention there's like, different consoles and all that. And
yeah, like
gameplay.
you have people who have one of my girlfriends, she has a PC because that's her boyfriend's. She has a PC, and as you know, I have an Xbox. I will say, when I go over to their house, I usually bring my Xbox with me, and I get a lot of ew, why do you bring that trash into my house? Or
like a true PC player.
Or like I won't I won't bring it, and I'll actually play PlayStation. But as you know, I'm not really used to PlayStation. Doesn't matter how many times I go over to her house, I still have to like every now and then pause the game, look down on the controls, because it's different. The setups are different. And the
X should just be consistent on all controllers. I don't care. Switch controllers, Xbox controllers, PlayStation controllers, it should just all be consistent. Just put the X in the same spot. That'll help out so many people.
I feel like that would help everyone.
Yeah, because
also there's like
the X is always
universal
on the left
controllers. Yeah, plus there's like the universal controllers that are like for every console.
I feel like okay, so if we're bringing up console controllers, can we also bring up the fact that as you know, we have the three main consoles: PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Those are the three main consoles, right?
And Switch.
Well,
Switch just got into the game.
No.
Nintendo.
That's actually what I wanted to bring up. I have friends, a lot of friends, who have Switches, and I feel like the whole entire community between all the consoles are like. Do you guys remember when Pokemon Go came out and everybody was fighting over the three main the groups you could be in, and everybody hated everyone, like the red and blue team were always like, oh, we're better, and then the yellow team would say something, and then the red and blue team would like team up on them and be like, shut up, you're not a part of this, and then they would go back to fighting. That's like all the us PC, PlayStation, and Xbox people to Nintendo Switch. Like, we're all arguing with each other, and then Nintendo Switch is like,
statement.
Nintendo Switch is like, I'm here, guys. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And then we go back to arguing. Your opinion is invalid.
That is the best way to sum it up. Congrats, Jade.
Just shut up. Like, it's just like, he says one thing, like he just breathes or sighs, and all of us just look at him. You know what? That's what I'm going to do after this podcast. I'm going to draw a representation of, like, the three main consoles yelling at each other. And then, like, Nintendo comes out. Guys, can I? Oh, my God. You're so annoying. Shut up. Like, we all agree.
I would love to see that. I want to see that.
I'm willing to bet you find something online already. But go
ahead. Yeah, probably.
Draw that, please.
Coronavirus.
So, no, what?
Corona time.
Oh my God.
It's because I coughed. Every time I cough in the store, someone looks at me like they're about to kill me. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm just clearing my throat. I got
you're about to kill them.
asthma.
That's what they're thinking. They're like, oh my God, this bitch is gonna.
No, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. Like, I literally clear my throat, or because I have asthma, I have to breathe a weird way. Because sometimes my lungs don't open up fully, and I like have to cough to kind of clear up the airway. And someone looked at me, like they dead glared at me, like, killer. Like, I'm just here for some apple juice. I'm just here for some apple juice. Calm the down.
Orange juice is better.
Shut up, Tim. Nobody cares about your opinion.
Tim, you're wrong.
Don't hate on orange juice. That shit is good for you.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not as good as apple juice. That's
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I like orange juice better.
Opinions can be wrong. People thought Hitler was a good idea.
Fuck you.
That was their opinion.
Wow. Okay. Wait. That's not a good comparison. No.
It is a great comparison. Apples to oranges. Wait, literally. All right.
I feel like I could say something wrong.
Yeah, you
so
will. No, Hitler was a good idea.
You said that. You just said that. Wow.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person.
I mean,
Moving on.
Without Hitler, we wouldn't have been able to keep the European nations separate instead of being all congealed as one fucking nation, dude. America wouldn't have been on top. We're on top because of Hitler.
I thought you were about to say something even worse, but okay.
Oh yeah, and fuck the Jews.
What the fuck? No! You can't say that!
Hey, can't that.
What the fuck? You can't say that!
I hate that.
I'm just kidding. I like Jewish people. They're funny.
You went there, you son of a bitch! You went there!
I'm not saying Hitler was right, but I'm saying he had a point, He went about it wrong.
Stop! Please stop! I'm gonna die! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And I'm a German, and this is coming from a German.
I'm German too. Let's go!
Oh my god!
Kyle!
Yeah, Hitler buddies!
No!
That's it. My next picture I'm drawing is me and Josh in Nazi uniforms.
You guys are so fucked up right now. I'm on the floor laughing my ass off.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went there, you sick son of a fuck. Oh my god.
That is the next thing I'm drawing. Just me and Josh in Nazi uniforms high-fiving each other.
You gotta do the Hitler salute, the Nazi salute. Just the one arm up.
Oh.
The Heisman.
Oh my god.
Is that what it's called?
The Heisman, yeah.
I did not know that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's called the Heisman.
So, gamer girls, huh? What about that topic? Enough about killing the Jews and supporting
No!
crestfallen Lord Hitler.
No! You don't just get to do that. No! Okay? No! Fuck you! You son of a bitch! No!
I hear a lot of anger.
Someone's not happy with the way that Hitler did things.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not saying he was right, but he had a point. The way he went about it was wrong.
Just stop, please.
Media hungry Jews.
Let me catch my breath. God, you're a horrible person.
What?
Just give me 1 fucking minute, please, to catch my breath and to recollect myself.
All right, you have 60 seconds.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
More like 40.
Now it's 40.
My fucking god.
I'm watching a timer.
Okay, Jade.
No. You have 30 seconds. Shut up. You have 30 seconds.
No, fuck you.
Shut up. You have shut. Catch your breath, sir. Catch your breath, sir. Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir. Sir, you need to calm down. Sir, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Take a breath.
You calm down, you.
Sir.
Calm down.
Sir. I'm asking you politely, sir. Stay calm, sir. Sir, don't make me get the taser out, sir. Stay calm.
I dare ya.
Sir, please don't make me do this.
He's
Anyway.
a big bitch.
Okay.
All right, your 60 seconds
so,
are up. Okay, you can go ahead.
Jade, how would you if? Okay, come on. Don't try to be professional right now.
Go ahead.
So, as a gamer girl,
As a gamer girl,
to just anyone, female, male, whatever, who would like to get into the game but doesn't know where to start, what advice would you give them?
Doesn't know where to start? You better hop your ass on a PC and start looking. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to people if they want to start gaming. Like, there's not a specific game to send a person to that they won't get frustrated at. Like, there's not anything I could say or do. Basically, just get a console, sit down, buy a game that you think you like, and play it. Learn how to play it. I don't want to give someone an idea of what game they should play, and they play it, and then they hate me because it's not the game that they like. It's all people's
That's
preference.
pretty fair.
I think a good way to get into games is to ask someone who already owns something, like a console or whatever, and be like, "Hey, do you mind if I try it?" And then based on your personality, they'll be like, "Okay, what blah blah blah, this game, that game, whatever you'll probably like." By the way, Tim, I hope you know that I have the
Josh,
the
you're
chat
sick
up.
fuck.
I have the chat
Good.
up in the on the
Good.
screen. So
Good. Good. I want them to know.
but yeah, I think it's Mega Mind over here, big bitch. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to go to someone that you know pretty well, and if they have a game console, be like, "Hey, let me try it." You know.
Don't,
I think it's a good
don't
place
say
to
as
start.
creepy as that.
You don't.
But yeah.
Hey, I'll suck you dick for
Stop.
try the Xbox. You know.
No. Okay, next episode.
Homie
we're gonna have
sexual.
gaming
Try the vibrating
etiquette. We're gonna have
controller.
etiquette.
me,
Oh my god, we went there.
me and Tim, homosexual. You know.
You want to try the vibrating controller? They got 2 modes,
Okay.
fast and slow.
It's dual shock. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's Bioshock.
Oh wow.
That's a good game.
Big
Great
Daddy.
game.
That's a
Oh
really good
God, little sister.
game. Big Daddy.
Don't you fucking dare. No. No.
Big,
Ow!
Big
I fucking
Daddy.
hit my face on my mic.
Good. No. Next episode we're gonna have it's gonna be on gaming etiquette because clearly Josh, you need a crash course in this.
There's such thing as etiquette in gaming. What?
I know
Don't be a
that.
fucking
What?
creep. Golden rule. Don't be a
Is that a
creep.
gamer girl I smell?
Every time you hear a girl in this chat, someone gets real close and might just.
Okay.
Smell it.
Okay. Before we end it, true fucking story about what happened. So I was playing.
Okay.
I was playing Rainbow Six. This is about 4 months ago, and I was playing a competitive match or whatever, and it was me and 2 of my friends. So we were a 3 stack. We had another group with us, who were 2 people. One of them was talking to us and whatever, and we're like, hey, because they had the same tag or whatever, like, hey, your friend isn't talking, can they turn on the mic or whatever? And it was a girl, and there was obviously a reason why they didn't want to talk. And me, trying to, like, lighten up the mood, like, she was talking to us, we were, like, she was a little tense about talking to us, she was a little, she wasn't for it. So to lighten up the mood, I did that exact thing I just did. And she fucking laughed her ass off. And she was like, all right, fine. I'll just go straight into it, whatever. They're being weird, so I guess I'll be weird. And it worked. And she, like, we like, became friends after that moment. So I guess it's really kind of how you present yourself with situations like that. If you're going to be creepy, like I was, that could have gone 2 completely different ways. One where she's like completely like for it and she thought it was funny and she obviously knew it was a joke, or she thought it was being serious and I got a sexual harassment claim on me, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I think it's all about how you present yourself and what you say after.
So, okay, before we end this, I this is just a personal question that when you're like on the chat and everything, has anyone ever told you to go make them a sandwich?
No, I've actually never run into that now.
Really? Because
Yeah,
okay, true story.
I've never ran into that.
True story. I was playing Halo 4 with my cousins and my brother and my sister. My sister decided to hop in on the chat, and the first thing this dude says when she says hello, the guy goes like, "Shut up and make me a sandwich," and we're just like, "Wow, okay, let's wreck this asshole."
Right.
But yeah,
Nice mention.
okay,
I'm kind of
so
hungry.
oh, shut the fuck up, man.
I haven't eaten
You said
today.
a lot of fucked up shit today.
I haven't eaten today. I'm hungry. I might just go make a sandwich.
Make yourself a sandwich.
Actually, Jay, do you want to make me one?
You know, I'm actually about to go make one myself. But you know, hey, thanks.
Grab me one.
But who should I send it to? Where should I send it?
Send it to Tim's house, and I'll pick it up later.
If she said it to my house, I'm gonna eat it.
Make it like toenails and like foot fungus or some shit like that for Tim.
Of course, that's what you're into.
That's it for you.
Oh, fuck off. Anyway.
I know what you're into, buddy.
Anyway, so
I got you. You don't need to be ashamed about it. Foot fetish.
I'm not ashamed of what I'm into. I'm scared to go into what you're into because I feel like I will be scarred.
Nah, you will be scarred if you know what I'm talking about. I don't play nice. Anyway,
Josh,
this has been.
This was Gamer Chat, guys. Tune in next time, and forgive Josh for being a sick son of a.
Anyway, all right. I'm Josh.
I'm Tim.
I'm Sarah.
God damn it!
We'll see you guys next time.
Ta-da.